Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine and this is going to be the November reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I also may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with. Apply the energy as it may fit. I also do not discriminate in my readings because I deal with a lot of shadow work for both the masculine and the feminine. And again, masculine and feminine stand for energy, not necessarily gender. But again, I give guidance to those who have done the misdeeds and those on the receiving end of them. So again, apply it as they may fit because every sign has good and bad. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you would like to support the channel, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Also hit that notifications button to be alerted of new videos that may come up. Of course, leave comments. Let me know how it resonates. Also, donations are greatly appreciated. You know, out of the almost 300 videos I've done, I've only gotten one $5 donation. So again, donations are greatly appreciated. What else? Am I drawing a blank? This is possible. But if I remember anything else, I'll say it. Now, I wanted to try to do a little something different. Because again, it gets redundant. So I'm going to use for everybody this month something that I call the success spread. So hopefully we can all, during this full moon in Taurus, which is all about, releasing and manifesting, this will help guide us into, what we can do in order to achieve what it is that the heart desires. So many. So again, this is the success spread. First card represents a central issue, the current challenge or obstacle, the underlying hidden factors that you need to be aware of. As I see on this freaking card over here. Number 4 represents the people, new ideas or things that can help you. And the 5th card represents the actions needed in order to improve one's chances for success. I'm a Pisces sun sign, so let me see how this resonates for me. Now, we have the overview for the month, which is serendipity and to the sea. 2 cards came out. So this is obviously about divine interaction and moving forward. For some, it might actually be travel. Now, let us see. Where the hell is the... Oh. Never mind. My book here. Now, of course, I can come up with my own interpretations of the card as I just did, But I like to read from the book because also the artists have their own interpretations, so there's different things that can come through. It might be helpful. Plus, in the book, it kind of gives, how this card relates to different areas, which I also like. So let us see number 18. And I've passed it. I'm in the 30s over here. Essential meanings of serendipity is opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Woo! The oracle's message: you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Ah, we love you too, Spirit. Now, of course, this also can speak on, perhaps if we're in regards to twin flames, you're supposed to be giving back to the world through all the shit that you go through. However that manifests, whether that's helping others through their shit, like I do, or working on, again, what you're going to leave behind, your legacy. For some, this could be in the form of whatever you've been called to do. So this is kind of not only helping yourself, but helping others, but also perhaps working on something that is going to help your family in the long run. Relationship message: Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. Lord, give us strength. I said, I don't have the patience or the energy to deal with soulmates anymore, and whatever drama they may bring. But Spirit keeps saying the same thing to me. No, romance, whatever. I'm like, whatever you're bringing in, let me tell you, we's tired. So it better be something worth the efforts. Prosperity message: you are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. Protection message: perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Girl, you ain't kidding. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties. In order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Yeah, that lesson sucked, didn't it? Sure sucked for me. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. Again, they keep telling me too, look for a sign, look for a sign. Where? Where is it? Number 7, let's see, to the sea. Obviously, I spoke about, moving on. For some, it might actually be traveling, moving, being in the flow. It's kind of like the 6 of Swords. Being in the flow, returning to source, recognize how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. The oracle's message: isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. Yeah. It's like that song, right? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And a freaking nightmare sometimes, let me tell you. Relationship message. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. And you let go of the need to have things your way. No. And allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship. And you both transcend your personalities. That means drop that ego shit and allow the partnership to form its own identity and its own energy. Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Like I said, Lord, give us strength. Prosperity message. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. Listen, we're trying over here. You know what I'm saying? Show me the money. Because right now, I've been putting in a lot of efforts and not seeing anything. You know what I'm saying? The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Yes, well, we're waiting. Everything you need will come to you easily. No, but we shall see. Protection message. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow. Even when the tide is gone out, that shit's like a desert. Relax. Trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner's saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. Wasn't that just lovely? At the bottom of the deck, we get the 10 wands. So we got the 9 of wands underneath it. So obviously, it's like people just not wanting to put in any efforts. They're trying to release the burdens, you know, wanting to, perhaps there might be some confessions, as the crow is bringing communications from the spirit realm up there. 10 of Wands again is taking on too much or avoiding responsibility for some. It's coming to the realization that we can't avoid. You can't avoid things forever. Unnecessarily holding on to a burden. So again, it's about releasing or wanting to let go of a burden. Perhaps again, for some, it might be a confession. Challenges that will soon pass. Releasing oneself of burden and stress. It's avoiding responsibility and making it harder on others. We don't want to do that. So if that's what you've been doing, cut the shit. That's right. Made your bed, now lie in it. So perhaps some are realizing that. Maybe realizing again that we've been avoiding responsibility of ourselves, accountability for our actions, again, reaping what we've sown and coming into those realizations, how we've showed up, for some, or for everybody. Everybody is responsible for how they show up, period. Purging, clearing out, decluttering, simplifying, prioritizing, and organizing. So there's a need to do that, Time to, as the sea here says, let it flow, let it go, clearing it out. Simplify things on yourself. Prioritize again where we're putting in our efforts, making sure we're investing in ourselves, our betterment, our growth, our potential. Again, cutting out things that need to be cut out, people that need to be cut out, etc., etc. The Empress. So this is the central issue. So this is all about growth, expansion. Obviously, we gotta let things go in order to, be open to new things coming in. This is the feminine principle, the goddess of fertility, the Earth Mother, ruled by Venus. And again, she speaks about creativity, art, um, harmony, luxury, beauty, grace, mystical realm connection. So this could be you or someone that you're looking to build with. Um, Nurturing, someone who's nurturing. New ideas or projects, new ways of being. Again, growth and development, nurture, care, support. Universal energy that's about to intervene in your life. Yeah, serendipity. A glimpse of a miracle or good fortune, blessings worth receiving. So this could be the universe trying to tell you, be like the Empress. Allow for growth and expansion again within you, within your world, within your life. You know, they're trying to bring in something good for you. So believe that you deserve it. Be open to receive it. Allow for it to come into your life. Nurture it again. Um, New ideas again, projects. It could be creativity again. What is your legacy? What are you leaving behind? If it's career wise, keep doing that. Keep investing in that. Keep investing in you. Or again, this could be somebody that you're wanting to have that with, or both. In essence, you would think that it should be both. Exactly. Um, so here we have the challenge or obstacle is the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody who, again, player, or someone who's in and out, or inconsistent, or unreliable. This is all about taking action. Could be traveling. Somebody who's in pursuit of an idea. Committed, determined energy. It can also be the act first, think later type. Impatient and impulsive. Um, Love for action, rushes without thought of consequence that may negatively impact the long term. Don't do that. No need to rush anything. Nurture things gradually. Allow it to take its natural course. You know what I'm saying? Um, Ambition that needs to be channeled the right way. So especially if we're talking in regards to our career, um, making sure that again we're not losing sight of that, the need for that, pursuing our passions, our ideas, our businesses, whatever it is that we're needing to, because again, it's not just about the woo woo. Hasty change of job or residence. Need to react quickly and go with the flow, as resistance is useless, as this one here talks about, again, going with the flow. So, and I mentioned about moving. Some people might be moving, and it might be a quick move. Or this is the challenge, needing to make a quick move, but unsure how we're going to go about doing it. Or again, this is about us just needing to focus on what we need to focus on and get the let out, and not being rash or hasty, or you know there's always a need for planning. You know what I'm saying? And here is the underlying hidden factors. Some shady ass person, or you the shady ass, whichever. Five of Swords is shallow victories, one-upmanship, nobody wins. So again, if you come in sideways, eventually, again, we reap what we sow. Disagreements leading to tension and hostility. Thinking one has won but still loses because you've hurt others and possibly lost relationships. So again, this could be something that we're thinking about. The underlying issue here, especially if we're, somebody who's looking to build something with someone, going back to someone unexpectedly, having to move quickly from our current situation. Again, a lot of masculines are wrapping up their karmic relationships, and some are looking to come back. So again, the underlying issue was this shady ass behavior right here that caused you to lose someone, acting hastily and rash and not thinking about the consequences of your actions. But now you're looking to build something with this person, perhaps make a confession. Perhaps you've been noticing signs and you're trying to make amends, make things right, or move closer to the person that you're looking to build something with. Or this is, again, somebody that we dealt with, and now we're focusing on ourselves, understanding again the reason why all things happen, letting shit go, allow for healing, focus our energy and passions on ourselves and what we're building here. A need to compromise to see eye to eye with others. So this is all about compromising business. It doesn't mean compromising your self-respect, your self-love, your values, your standards. But if there's a way to work things out where it is a win-win, again, if both people hold themselves accountable for their own roles, can come to an understanding, and those that want to entertain past situations again, do it at your own, I want to say peril, but know what you're dealing with. Okay, make sure that we're making wise decisions when dealing with past situations, past people, because again, sometimes they're coming back just to test you to see if you've learned, and some might actually be genuine, but again, it depends on what you're dealing with. Possible future struggles that we aren't aware of. Ambition, but in a negative sense. So again, that doing shit without thinking about how it affects other people. Because we were seeking out things that, fueling our own agendas for some. Either being a callous winner or a dejected loser. So this is again, if we're holding on to any negative feelings because you weren't chosen, sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes we need to let that go and allow for something new with someone better to come into our lives and not hold on to past shite, betrayal, and unfaithfulness. So again, price of winning was not worth the reward. Some people might be coming to realize that now, or maybe again, this is how someone feels. If you're dealing with a past person, they're realizing that they will behave this way. They realize that they messed up. We said some might be genuine in their coming back and trying to whatever, but again, you know. 4 represents the people, new ideas or things that can help you. 10 of swords. This is all about, again, releasing betrayal. Every one of these swords was a real doozy. Recovery. Again, allowing for healing, regeneration. The fear of ruin. So this is again not putting out that fear-based energy. Be present. Again, if you're wiser, you'll show up differently. You'll be able to recognize real from bullshit, hopefully. Um, Pain that must occur for growth and regeneration, mental transformation, reevaluation, and elimination of previous attitudes, realizing what's important. So, again, if you're the one who was doing the shady stuff, maybe you needed to really learn. Maybe you finally have. And you're realizing again what's important, what you've lost, especially if you've lost relationships. Um, Positives, this is resisting inevitable endings for the fear of pain. So, again, maybe fear of being rejected now. Maybe you waited too long. If you're the one who was doing the shady stuff. Or this is again, needing to let go of the pain of whatever and this past experience, and again, try to focus on you and allow for better things to come in. Thinking worst case scenarios, creating fear and anxiety. Again, needing to not do that, because what we put out is what comes back to us. Still carrying wounds from old situations, very deep, unrealized, or need for dealing and releasing. So again, you free up that energy to allow for something new to come in. And then here, this represents the actions needed to improve your chances of success. We got the Lovers in the reverse. So this talks about, obviously relationships or decisions that we need to make that are going to affect us in the long term. This is about disharmony, imbalance, or misalignment of values, avoiding responsibility or the consequences of our actions. This person here talks about, acting first and not giving a damn about the consequences. Again, avoiding responsibility, consequences of actions, rush choices based in desire for instant gratification, and trying to now lay blame on others again, losing relationships again due to our own choices and actions or how we showed up, and now you can't blame anybody but yourself. Um, because you are running from yourself. If you're one of those masculines who was again refusing to look at thyself and grow up and change some things. But now those realizations are coming into play, and again, we've made our bed and we're lying in it, and perhaps we're not too comfortable. Inner conflict. So again, if you're needing to release inner conflict, or whichever side of the coin you lay on here, disharmony within oneself. So again, we're needing to get balance within ourselves, right? Can't blame anybody, even the ones on the receiving end of this. You see the crack way before you see the ass. You allowed it for quite a while. And again, it's not about beating ourselves up. It's about living and learning, right? Self-punishment, feeling responsible. So again, a need to forgive yourself for not knowing better. Try to forgive other people, because, again, people are who they are based on their conditioning, their wounding, etc. That doesn't make excuses for them. Maybe it'll help you to understand and to heal and release. Fear of getting hurt, having a closed heart. So again, we're needing to kind of be open to new experiences, new people, not carry this into the future or still in the present, because you don't want to miss out on whatever the universe is trying to bring in for you, right? In regards to relationships, again, different values are out of balance with each other, not mutual feelings. So again, for some, if that's how it is, it's how it is. But you know, there may need to be a resolution to try to have a clean slate. Excuse me, for people that are actually entertaining past situations. I don't know why I got a cough, but it's annoying. What advice do you have for Pisces in November? Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. This is, again, even in regards to our soul group, soulmate relationships. It's about teaching and learning from each other. Some of the lessons suck. Some of them are painful, but it's all about your growth and transformation. For some, this might be what you're called to do, business-wise. Or maybe you should attend some of these things here if you have an interest in it. That might be, the serendipitous events that leads you to meet someone. Right? What other advice do you have for Pisces in November? Parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Of course, this stems from childhood wounding. What did love look like to me as a child? We imitate what we see, recognizing the patterns of our relationships that we have with people, attracting the same type of partners, the same scenarios, showing up the same way, and expecting a different result. And that's not going to happen until we show up differently. And that comes from healing those parts of ourselves that need to be healed, that cause us to have a warped view on what love looks like. No more showing up shady, treating people as means to an end. No more allowing people to treat you like a doormat. Recognizing what is genuine love and what is shit, karmic, toxic, and trying to, again, heal before we deal in this next round, so that, again, we don't repeat anything, because we're living and learning. And again, seeing those patterns, the root issue of why we show up the way that we do. And a lot of it stems from childhood, parent role models as far as relationships, family, society, what have you. It's, again, seeing through the illusions of all that and getting to the truth. And at the end of the day, it's always about self-love and self-respect, valuing ourselves, valuing others, and treating people how you want to be treated. And only allow people to treat you the way you should be treated. Right? And then we have vacuum away fear. Call upon archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, this situation, and everyone involved. What other advice do you have for Pisces? No. What's no? What's no? Why no? What does no tell us? No more shady shit? No more allowing shady shit? What's no? No forgiveness? Ooh. Usually they're trying to encourage you to forgive. Well, obviously, they'd want you to forgive. I think that stands. But again, maybe it's no more, like I said, no more shady stuff, no more allowing whatever, no more keeping yourself stuck, no more staying in pain, no more staying in fear. Why no? Let me try these cards. Why no? Oh. Frustration. Stop, look, listen. The lesson. So this is, again, frustration, fears, worry. They're obviously, again, wanting you to pay attention to the lesson that was involved here. Like I said, no more acting this way. Um, no more causing yourself to feel like this by being this way or involving yourself with people like this. Destruction, this is like the tower. Things, that ended badly. Learning from that and allowing, again, things that aren't built in truth to fall apart, right? And allowing for a clean slate for yourself. Gaining those epiphanies, again, seeing the big picture of why things happen and how do we show up and how we allow others to show up. Again, learning that lesson. Deception. So for some, they might be trying to say that someone has learned. It's the end of deception. They're going to come in looking for forgiveness, or you are, or they're telling you to let that shit end, stop being that way. No more. Pay attention to, again, how it does affect people. Again, our words, our actions, our behaviors, the world doesn't revolve around us. It does have an effect on other people. And again, learning from that. Growth. The lady. So the lady could be this person, this could be you, or they're saying to allow for growth, use your intuition in regards to this situation, or whether or not someone has grown from their deceptive ways. Or if you want to have growth with this person, you're going to need to cut that out, learn the lesson, right? What other advice do you have for Pisces in November? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this, again, could be addicted to our own fear, worry, anxiety, fear, toxic behaviors. It could be, being like acting like that. Fear of dealing with this kind of stuff again, preventing you from having new relationships with someone who could be the one, or perhaps this person is the one. But this behavior has affected this relationship, or again, it's recognizing the patterns. Showing up the same way. Codependency, again, it could be, addictions of all kinds, drugs, alcohol, sex, again, stinking thinking, gambling, um, again, toxic behaviors, self-sabotatory behaviors, feeling like, you're working harder on somebody else's issues than they are on their own. That needing to save people and heal people, a lot of times it gets you taken advantage of. So again, it's learning how to be, more assertive. People have to heal on their own. You can be supportive, but being supportive and enabling are two different things. Again, recognizing our own roles. We're responsible for the energy that we bring and the energy that we allow. There's also true codependency, financial codependency, being a mooch, homosexual, bouncing from relationship to relationship, running from yourself, looking to just get taken care of, not showing up for yourself, taking advantage of people, hurting people, but now realizing, again, that is not a way to be. And maybe you're realizing somebody that you were dealing with before was the one. And now you're trying to make that right somehow, some way. Worth waiting for. So again, could be someone new that could be coming in that was worth waiting for, but we had to go through this karmic kind of stuff, learn from it. You know, this new person could be the one, or somebody that you were dealing with in the past could be the one. Depends on how they're showing up. Like I said, Lord, give us strength. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith, or again, somebody's going to need to rebuild trust. Maybe there is no trust. Someone's even going to have to work on rekindling some romantic feelings because again, the feelings might not be mutual anymore. It depends. Maybe you need to take some time, disconnect, and spend some time together and figure out again what's what. You know what I'm saying? Can you move forward? You know, do two people even, you know, does the person that you're looking to go back to even want to deal with this again? Like I said, it just depends. I guess you're going to have to figure it out. What's the reality check for Pisces in November? Don't let yourself be a casualty in the war that another is having with themselves. And if the war is within you, don't leave casualties. Like I said, especially if you're a masculine who is behaving this way. Because again, you had codependent problems because you weren't wanting to deal with your own issues. So again, you're bringing all your baggage and all your issues into new relationships, just again, showing up the same way, repeating things. But for many, there might have been a finally got the reality check that they need in order to change their ways. The moral of the story is healing is good for everyone, you know. Or this is again warning you to not allow mistreatment from people that are at war with themselves, trying to be the healer. You know what I'm saying? And we're needing to heal from this situation, not deal with this kind of stuff anymore. Learn the lesson, release whatever feelings, negative feelings you have about something, let things end, you know, no longer deceiving ourselves even. Try to forgive, allow for growth, use your intuition, you know, and the real deal is worth waiting for. What other reality check do you have for Pisces in November? Nip that shit in the bud. Whatever it is, nip it. What other reality check? One last reality check. This could be true love. Don't mess it up. Make sure unresolved issues don't cause you to self-sabotage. Like I said, don't show up the same way, especially if you were the one who was, you know, tolerating a lot of shit, trying to be the healer, being all, you know, clinging on to toxic relationships. Make sure that, again, we've learned the lessons so that we don't repeat it or attract the same kind of situations. You know, the next situation that comes in, it could be true love. Let's not show up the same way. Or they're telling you, if you were the one behaving shady, to cut that shit out. Stop leaving casualties of war behind because you refuse to deal with your own stuff. And if you are truly sorry and remorseful and are trying to make it work or go back to somebody or whatever it is, it could be true love. Don't screw it up by showing up the same way you did before. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, share, again, leave comments. And it should be interesting. Like I said, I'm Pisces Sun, so Lord give us strength. Take care. Bye-bye.